Intercoms, something I wanted to talk about. Sort of ask for some advice as well, and ideally understand some examples of what people use. I'm sort of comfortable with how you record video. You either have a record sound over video, i.e. your voice. You either have an external mic plugged into the video directly, or you record the voice like I do via the dictaphone and line them up. And I'm okay with what an intercom is. It's basically a headset that's plugged into either a push to talk button or directly into the radio, and it's activated over voice, or it goes through something like an Autocom black box, where basically it's a big switch that allows you to both use the headset to transmit your voice to the radio or receive music and phones and GPS. I'm okay with that, but how do you combine the two? I understand that there are some Autocom boxes that you can have an output from to run to a dictaphone, so as you transmit or talk through the headphone, basically if a signal goes into the Autocom box, it goes out into the recorder. What I don't know is if you wire it into a push to talk, which I would want, does it only record the voice that's actually activated via the push to talk button? Because the setup I want is I want a vlogging setup that can also be an intercom. So I want a vlogging setup and an intercom setup combined. I don't want them separate. And what I mean by that is I don't particularly want a second boom mic in my helmet. I know that's one way to do it. But I want the intercom to work from a push to talk button on my left hand grip there. So, but I want my free speech to be recorded, so I want everything I say to be recorded, regardless of whether I'm transmitting. And I want to choose to transmit via the push to talk. So, I was concerned that if I got an Autocom intercom box with a push to talk button, that the signal wouldn't be live for me to record my voice through the dictaphone unless I had the push to talk button activated, which means people on my intercom on the radio would have to hear everything I say, which would normally just be a voice activated one, yeah? But I want to be able to talk in my helmet, maybe to a pillion, maybe to a voice recorder, i.e. a vlog, but then choose to say something specific to the radio. So I'm interested what advice people would have. I'm looking for a second-hand one on eBay. You can pick various Autocoms up from anything between 15 and sort of 50 quid, and then the radios range from 20 quid to whatever silly money you want. I'm not particularly interested in having music, so I don't need an intercom that's expandable, just a normal push to talk sort of one will do. But I was worrying about splicing into wires, and sort of I had this notion maybe that I'd have to have one output from my headset and then splice that into two, where one half of it went to the push to talk button for the radio, because I understand that the push to talk button goes between the microphone output and the radio input, and you know, it's a broken circuit until you close it with your finger or your thumb, whereas the dictaphone would have to be an open circuit constantly. So yeah, advice please. How do I create a intercom that's also set up for constant voice recording but push to talk transmission? I'll be interested to see what you advise. I don't mind having old pieces of kit, you know, I think Autocom did a box called Eurocom that's dropped off the shelf in terms of support, but you can still get, there's enough bits on eBay to sort of give yourself your own support pieces of kit and stuff.